now. Okay. All right. Wow. Oh my gosh, this webcam on this laptop is, that light over there is not that bright at all, but it's picking up some serious bright light or back there. Sorry about that. All right. Do I have anybody in the chat? Test. Can you hear me through this microphone before we get started? Matthew Curran. How's everybody doing? I have the same issue. Yeah, man. I'm on my laptop. Loud and clear. The gate is gorgeous. Johnny Moore. Frontman, Crypto Kitty, to sell or move, Serge Kirk, Oz713. Okay, so since you guys can hear me and you can kind of see me, I'm on my laptop. I ended up reviving this laptop kind of like from the dead. It was something I had just laying around. It's like an old AMD A8 processor. But anyway, slapped the SSD in it. We're good. I am at my old house right now. Obviously, still have some boxes. This is pretty much stuff that's just going straight into the trash. Everything else in the house is pretty much gone. But I wanted to talk to you guys about whether I should sell or relocate my mining rigs. And my new house is not going to be an option, really. I had a lot of internet problems. If you saw my last two videos, I'm probably not going to have any kind of decent internet for anywhere from, they said at the earliest, a month to maybe 2 to 3 months before they'll have fiber run out to me, which is great. I'm going to have fiber. You know, I can have a gigabit connection, but I don't want to have rigs sitting at my location for multiple months turned off. Now, in the meantime, I called another company, they're DSL, and they said I might be able to get speeds of 1 to 2 megabits. Might be able to. They dropped the box off today, and they have to actually bury the line, and they said they might be able to get to it next week or the week after, so maybe 1 to 2 weeks. So that still leaves me with, I have mining rigs sitting. Originally what I was started doing, and I actually took one over to my friend's house, and I was like, hey man, you want to be into mining? He used to be into mining. Lord John 25, that's a good question. What about running them on a mobile data connection? Currently where I'm at, I've tried the hotspot on my phone, and then I went out and bought another separate hotspot that's on a different service that said it had good signal. But I'm kind of in a little bit of a valley, and I'm not getting good data signal on my phone or my other hotspot. If I was, I'd just use those and I would, deal with it for the time being. But I have no good data signal at the other location either. So running not only my computer or any of the mining rigs on mobile data is currently not an option either. Very humid. Johnny Moore, if you can afford the power and internet, run them at your old house till you get your fiber. Johnny Moore, that's also another good option right there. The only problem is I was planning on selling this house. That's why I'm cleaning it out. And right now with the housing market like booming through the roof, I'm able to actually make a significant amount of money by selling this house instead of keeping this house. So it would not be in my best interest to keep this house right now. SY420 can't decide on 1660 Ti build or Radeon 7. I'm a really big fan of the 1660s and also the 1660 Ti's. Awesome cards and super low power, easy to keep them cool. Radeon 7s are, powerhouses, but you just got to think about that. They are power hungry and they do run a little warm. Jonathan, I have looked into HughesNet. I talked to them and they said at my location, I'm in that valley right there. I would not get good satellite signal, and I would only experience maybe 1 to 5 megabits down, and it would be spotty. So I'm kind of, at the moment, internet-wise, I'm kind of up poop creek until I can get something run to the house. Now, once the DSL connection is in, they said that's maybe 1 to 2 weeks. I do plan on running a couple rigs on it, but I was talking, and everybody's like, oh, you can run, a bunch of rigs on like 1 megabit. The only problem is that's eating up some of your bandwidth. It is like, it doesn't take a lot to keep a mining rig up and going, but I have no other internet at that location. So I'm going to be using that 1 to 2 megabits for my daily YouTube and computing, and probably doing a little bit of streaming on Netflix, because you gotta take some content in every now and then. So to try to split, say, 6 mining rigs and also being able to use my computer, I think it's unrealistic to put it on a 1 megabit to 2 megabit line. So like I was saying earlier, I took one of my rigs. It was a 6-card 1066 gig rig. Took it over to my friend's house. We worked out a deal where we're mining to a brand new wallet, and when he's done like having it over there, we're gonna split it. And obviously we worked that out. So he's paying for electric. He's keeping the rig up and going. And then at the end, I'm gonna get my rig back, and we're just going to split it. However we have it worked out in that new wallet, and then take it over to our wallets. Currently, right now, we're using NiceHash, and I'm just auto switching. I think we're mining Beam, I believe. I think that was the one doing really good. So I'm thinking about trying to find more situations like that. I do have some more friends and family that may want a rig at their house, so they get the benefits of having a mining rig and being able to mine in some of the best times available right now, and they don't have to incur the upfront cost of the actual mining rig. Serge Kirk, which area you at? I actually moved to Spring Hope, North Carolina. I used to be in Franklinton, North Carolina, Serge. So still around Raleigh, just kind of moved to the other side of Raleigh, which is the capital of North Carolina. Crypto Noof had the service provider at my home yesterday, so I take the digging and they provide the fiber. Oh man, that's an awesome deal. I honestly would like something like that. I can do some digging. I have some equipment. Oz, no problem, man. Hope it helps. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Jonathan, have you looked at Freedom Pop? I have not. What is Freedom Pop? SY420. Oh, you're in Halifax. I was looking at Kudos over NiceHash for me. Kudo Miner does work really good, but for a dedicated rig, I still am leaning towards NiceHash. But for my personal systems, I love using Kudo Miner, especially right now. I think there's still 0 fees. Serge, you're in Jamaica. You have free current. Oh man, you're lucky. Red Panda, Brandon Quinn, how's the new place? Just tuning in. This is me at my old place. I have to come to my old place with my laptop to be able to log in and do anything, to send invoices for my company, to be able to check emails. I just can't do anything at my the new place. Sorry, I have to do it all here at the old place. I'm about 1 to 2 weeks out on a 1 megabit DSL connection, but I'm anywhere from 1 to 3 months on my fiber connection. So that's why I was trying to talk to you guys and brainstorm, should I sell off my mining rigs? Obviously, I'd probably keep 1 mining rig, but sell off everything and be able to take that money and roll it into Bitcoin right now, or roll it into some current cryptocurrencies, or maybe just kind of hold on to that money for the time being, or relocate. And I've relocated 1 rig to a friend's house, and he's running that for me. I'm just trying to find some more people that are willing to take a rig into their house, because it's essentially like taking a heater into somebody's house and being like, haha, let's plug this heater in and run it 24/7. Not a lot of people are up for it. Red Panda just got to work. All right, yeah. Matthew Curran, you should rent a small office space somewheres. I thought about that. There's actually a couple office buildings near me. The problem is the daggone rent's so high. And then when I call them and ask about what kind of power they offer, because they'll do like a single office room or like a double office room, and it's like $250 to $300 a month for that. But the problem is you only get like 1 15-amp circuit, or like they'll do like 2 15-amp circuits, but then you got to pay for your own electric. And all the ones that have the electric included are only like 1 15-amp circuit. So that's almost as bad as me just keeping my old house and paying the mortgage over there, and then I have all the electric I need. So I don't know. I have talked to my fiance about keeping this old house and turning it into a office/mine. The only problem is it's about 25 to 30 minutes from the new house, so it's kind of far. I guess that's not too far, but right now selling this house would be a good financial move for me. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep it. Johnny Moore, I would keep them there till you're done cleaning. while you're cleaning, you'll be looking for foster homes for your fiber comes in. Johnny Moore, that's actually what I'm doing. I got that one in the back room over there. I took one of them to my friend's house. I have 3 rigs at my new house, and I'm thinking about carrying them back over here just to get plugged in. Seth Estrada says co-locate. The problem is I don't trust a lot of the co-location facilities. I think there's actually one here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Maybe I need to go hit him up and talk to him. Serge Kirk, you need to give me a call. Let's talk. Serge Kirk, if you could email me, brandoncoin1201@gmail.com. That way I can get your number and we can talk. Planet Vampire, Kudo doesn't have Beam or Grin 31 algos yet, right? That's what most profitable for my rigs at the moment. Rather use them, but Nice Ash instead. That's the situation I'm in. They're looking at adding that kind of stuff. The only problem is it's not here. So I am on Nice Hash also, Mr. Planet Vampire. Jonathan, Freedom Pop is a wireless internet and mobile virtual network operator based in Los Angeles, California. The company provides free IP mobile services, including free data, text, and voice over IP. Well, I will check out some Freedom Pop. Thank you for that, Jonathan. I'm opening up another link right here. Yeah, work with a local community member, Seth Estrada. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I don't want to send my rigs off far off. I know it's probably the better option to co-locate them to some bigger facility. I just don't want to get lost in the shuffle. I have 30 rigs at local co-location at 8 cents frontman. I think I need to find me a co-location because it's right now only 6 rigs total. That wouldn't be too much. Red Panda, the grow tent, I'm learning from you. Ah, gotcha. I'm trying to do a similar thing in my condo. Nothing wrong with the grow tent, man. They work really good for being able to expel the heat. Just installed my 3 14-inch fans. Why you live in the middle of the day? YouTube watcher. I came over to here to my old house. I'm actually cleaning it up. I took a couple days off to basically get this house ready to sell. So I've moved everything. In front of me is the back 2 rooms. I've cleaned everything out of there, and now I'm in the living room, and that's the front door. So everything now is in this front area, minus I have 1 rig plugged in the back room. So I'm going to clean this out and get this house sold. That's why I'm live. Serge Kirk, repeat email. Oh, my email is brandoncoin, BRANDONCOIN, and then 1201@gmail.com. So brandoncoin1201@gmail.com. Oh, Colin, thank you for the $2 there. Booga booga. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Oz, watch the Patriot Act on Netflix about the internet thing in the U.S. 10-4 Oz. Seth, he's got a phenomenal facility, and he's not a weirdo. Yankee is a little south of you. Okay, I need to hit up Yankee. It's been a while since I've seen him in Discord, but I have private messaged him in the past. Co-locating to Yankee's place may be a very viable option. T-Mobile does unlimited data for $70 a month if you use phone as hotspot. That's my home internet. Z Computer Whiz. Here, T-Mobile is awesome. At my new house, T-Mobile's horrible, Sprint's horrible, Verizon. There's really no good signal at my new house, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I didn't think about it at the time because originally when we were moving over there, I called Spectrum, and they're like, oh yeah, no problem. We'll be able to have your line in. And now they just keep pushing me back. They're like, the construction crew's busy, blah, blah, blah. So I'm calling them like every other day. They got to hate me. YouTube says you could bring them to Chattanooga and put them in EPB server farm. I've never heard of EPB server farm, but Chattanooga is not too far, I guess. Farther than I want to go. If you sell your cards, I hope you keep them in the community. Well, I'd love to sell them to some people in the community, obviously. And I do want to be able to, like, even if I do sell my cards, I want to be able to buy more cards once I have a fiber connection at my house or even anything stable. I may get this DSL connection and it may be more than I need. Probably not. The fact that it's only going to be like 1 megabit. But if I can get up and mining and it's not going to hurt everything else too much, then I may go back and reinvest. So I don't know. It's just That's another thing. Once I sell this house, I'm going to have a lot more free money to kind of go in whatever direction I want, whether it be mining gear, investing in crypto. I don't know. That's why these are the times that define you for the rest of your life. Nah, not really. Mr. River says he can give him a good home. Awesome. How many houses do you sell, Dubstep King? Well, this is the only house that I've ever bought. I bought this house about 7 years ago, and I've lived in it for the last 7 years. But me and my fiance just bought a new house on the other side of town, so I'm selling this one. And in the last 7 years, it's gained a lot of equity in the house, a lot of value. Mr. River, we can host them for you. Oh, well, please email me. I'd like to see some other options. And even if I could go to the co-location facility, maybe do a little video while we're there too. That could be awesome. Terry B, could be a good time to unload cards and buy back 1660s when you get internet. I've thought about that also, Terry B. And if I sold cards now and I got back in a couple months, that may be potential for the newer cards to come out and upset and maybe cheapen the market a little bit, even more. I mean, they're pretty cheap right now. Foxy Cloud, you cash out any crypto recently, bro? I have not cashed out crypto in months. It's been maybe a year or more since I've cashed out any crypto. I'm holding it all. YouTube watcher, just keep hashing, bro. Monitor remotely. Z Computer Wiz, if anyone has EVGA 7 and 9 series cards, there's rumors they'll be offering a step-up program for them tomorrow. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Colin, are you coming up? Sell your old house, or you got to rent it? Going to rent it. The original idea wasn't going to rent it, but I talked to the real estate guy that ended up helping us buy the new house, and he's like, "Hey, man, your house, I can get you like 30 grand over what your house value is on the market." So on the market, it's already gained value. But he's like, if he can get me another 30, 20, 30K on top of that, I'm like, oh my gosh, like the time for it would take for me to recoup that kind of money, like renting it and having to deal with older house problems, because this house is going to need a roof. It's going to need an AC unit. It's going to need all this stuff within the next 5 years. I think selling the house, yeah, I agree, Crypto B. Selling the house is the best option, especially right now at the top of the market. Seth, yeah, but those renters could trash all kinds of stuff left on. Yeah, they could. Dillamake, how to add Dogecoin in Coinbase. You can't currently. Coinbase does not support Dogecoin, unfortunately. Mr. River, markets are up. Perfect time to sell. Yeah, gotta sell when you're up. Crypto B, I feel like just selling. Yeah, Stan, renting sucks or renters do. I think it's kind of both. You're not, when you're a renter, like back when I used to rent a house, I wasn't happy about being a renter. And I'm going to admit it, I didn't take the best care of the place I was renting because it wasn't mine. It's different when it's yours. Planet Vampire 1070s are going for 200 on eBay. Just bought 6. Hopefully Navi will push them down further. Planet Vampire, that's what I was thinking. These new cards come out and shake up the game, and the existing cards lose even more value. News for the caffeinated. What's up, bro? It's been a long time since I've seen you. I miss your videos. Yeah, man, take the earned equity. Don't gamble with renters. News for the Caffeinated. By the way, guys, go check out News for the Caffeinated and Seth Estrada. Very good YouTube channels, both of them. Fellow miners in the community, and also Red Panda Mining. Solid guy right there. What is the listing fee? The guy I'm working with is not charging me a listing fee. He's cutting me a break because he's a family friend and we just bought a house through him. So he just made a lot of money off of us. So we're working on just a flat fee, not a percentage, that once the house sells, I'm just going to pay him. Red Panda, are you able to construct a little 2-story garage shop on your new property? I am, Red Panda. I have room at the back of my property, and I've thought about putting a shed back there and then just running a 220 line because I have room in my panel box. So that could be a thing later on down the road at the new property, because it's about a 1 acre lot and most of it's cleared. Just getting on what's going on. Chris Ewalt, I was just weighing out the pros and cons of selling all my cards because like right now I am potentially having no internet at my new house where I'm living for anywhere from 1 to 3 months. Cell phone data internet doesn't work. It's really, really spotty. I called, I have a DSL connection getting put in, but they can't guarantee me more than 1 to 2 megabits. And for me trying to use that for not only streaming for my woman to keep her happy on Netflix, but also for me doing YouTube, I don't even think I'll be able to live stream on that. And also upload videos, do work stuff. I don't think it's going to leave any skin in the game for me to put another 5-6 rigs on that network. Even though they don't take up a lot of bandwidth, it's still just gonna, I don't have a lot of bandwidth to play with. That's kind of catching everybody that just joined up to speed. Chris, yeah, you have Christmas already? Nah, man, I pulled all the stuff from my house and I pushed it all in this room, and I don't have the original box for my Christmas tree. So I'm like, well, heck, I had put it up in my attic all like together. And I'm like, well, I'll just take it over to the new house together with the stuff on it. We're good to go. Get a separate power meter service for your workshop. That's an awesome idea, Mr. River. It was free for me to add it. Oh, I didn't know it was a free option. I need to just talk to the electric company. Dubstep King, 1 to 2 megabits. How can you live with that? 1 to 2 megabits. I'm going to have to live with that until the fiber connection can get piped in. But that's why I'm saying I'm getting 1 to 2 megabits in 1 to 2 weeks. So I'll have internet soon, but I'm going to have very, very slow internet. I won't have fiber. They said 1 to 3 months. So I don't want all my rigs to sit there for 3 months, potentially longer, and not do anything. I'd rather sell them than them not make any money. The Christmas tree has turned green. Is my color going off right now? Crypto B, believe me, I only have 4 megabyte down and can hardly do anything. So for sure, 1 or 2 will be a living nightmare. Oh, dude, right now I'm at my old house and I still have my internet on here. And I think it's like a 500 down connection. So even connecting through Wi-Fi on my laptop, I'm getting like 60, 70 down. And it's like lightning fast compared to like trying to be at my house and just trying to use my cell phone. Like it's connecting to 3G on my cell phone. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so slow. It's like unbelievably, like not even usable. Stan Wakefield, later, man. Have a good day. Mr. River, I can come to your house and make your internet great again if you pay me in GPUs. Make my internet great again. I need it. It does not matter well that you've come back. It does not matter well that you've come back. Okay, I'm not sure what you're going with there. Dubstep King, dang, that's crazy. Chris Ewalt, can you put a point-to-point antenna back to your old house? I wish, but it's probably 20 miles. So I don't think they work like that. It's not a bad idea. And I'm also selling this house soon. I think the trick to mining is not to be greedy. Invest 12 to 24 cards and mine what you can with those. Look for other adventures to make money. Very good. Wise words there, Mr. Charlie. YouTube Watcher, I've mined no issue on 1 megabyte a second. YouTube Watcher, or 1 megabit. 1 megabit a second, you think that'll be okay for 5 to 6 rigs and also trying to use my internet in the meantime? Realistically. Don't tell me it'll work and then like I go and do it and you know it takes 10 minutes to load a YouTube page. I'm like gonna snap my computer in half. It doesn't take anything to mine. Okay, so it's not going to slow me down at all. Dubstep King, there's not any 4G out there. Sprint, T-Mobile, Verizon, all the signal out there is really spotty, unfortunately. I didn't think to look into that when we were buying the new house because my fiber connection said they were going to be able to have it in, but now they keep moving it back. Glad to hear you didn't sell, Brandon. I sold at 5,400. Oh, Z Computer Whiz, I hate to hear it, man. Yeah, there was times that I wanted to sell and like I'm away from the house. I'm like, oh, well, I'll just worry about it later. And then like it just keeps going up. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just wait for Bitcoin to just keep on doing its thing. Terry says, I still can't believe 2 megabit internet is still a thing in 2019. I had that speed like 10 years ago in the UK. We're not known as having the best infrastructure. I know it's crazy. Mr. Rivers, satellite internet is cheaper than you think it is. I checked into HughesNet because that's the only one that says it gets signal in my area. And when I called them, the guys on the phone were straight up with me and said I would not get good reception because of my location. So they kind of turned me off of this whole satellite thing. The miner don't need to do much speed. That's only for a few megabytes to transfer. So Chris, you think it'd be okay to run like 6 rigs on 1 megabit internet? And you got to remember, I'm going to be using that internet for my everything else too. Oh man, I can't keep up with the chat. Dial-up day. News for the caffeinated: run a bandwidth monitor on one of the rigs, if they're on Windows that is, and see what they use. They do math across the rigs. That's a good idea, Mr. News for the caffeinated. Sax Vids: hey Brandon, I checked in kind of late. Sounds like you don't have a good internet connection there. That sucks. What about Wi-Fi hotspot from a cellular device? Yeah, a lot of people bring that up, and that was my first option. Actually, I tried on my cell phone. I even bought I think it was the Ting hotspot. Bought to try different services, and no good 4G or LTE signal out there. What is the location? It's in Spring Hope, North Carolina, right outside Raleigh. Seriously, making a mesh network for mining would make an amazing mini-series. Seth Strada, what do you mean by a mesh network? It will not work. Thank you for that, Colin. River, run it on Verizon tablet as a hotspot. Verizon, it gets horrible signal out there. Not even 3G. It's just like that 2G, I guess. I don't know. Run it. Even when games or streaming won't work for me, mining still does. All right. Dubstep, when I had 10 megabits with my whole family, YouTube would only load at 720. Oh, don't tell me that. That's horrible. Using multiple bridges / relays with your own work-fi dishes. I think I've seen people working on doing that like homemade, like bounce off Wi-Fi off other people's stuff over in the UK and stuff. We all connect our Wi-Fi routers together to be 1 mega Wi-Fi router. Colin, you know what your best option is? Go to your neighbor and ask what your neighbor has. My neighbor to the right of me has the DSL connection, and that's what they're cutting the line in from theirs. And my other neighbor down the street has fiber. And the problem is it's like a mile down the road. I don't have a lot of neighbors, so they have to take that fiber and run it all the way down the road. They're not charging me for it, but it's just taking the construction crew a long time to get started. Can you run rigs at old location until you sell the place? 4G, I can, but it's looking like I'm going to have everything out of here by the end of this week, so I only have a couple more days to mine. Bitcoin for Beginners, is that a place you can rent for mining and streaming? Bitcoin for Beginners. Hold on, give me an idea. Nah, I don't want to go down that road. I was thinking, what if I turn this whole house into like a co-location house? It's like we got internet, we got refrigerators. You can even come by and check on your rigs. Just you can't sleep here. I could rent people a room. It's like, you want the room upstairs? You got 80 amps upstairs. You want a back room? That's a 60 amp room. You want this room over here? That's a 40 amp room. You want the kitchen? That's only 20 amps in the kitchen. You want the living room? I could rent it out. I don't really know any mining guys around here. That'd be kind of cool though. That would be. Oh, Red Panda said that would be sick. Like nano beams or light beams. Yeah, that would be. Internal network and pay for 1 internet connection. Bitcoin for Beginners says he'll send his L3s. I don't want to get it. I need to sell this house. Unfortunately, I need to sell this house. Or, well, fortunately and unfortunately. I guess it's on both sides of the fence. I need to sell this house because it's worth a lot more than what I paid for it. I need to get that money. Got to make that money. And I'm afraid the housing market's not going to hold out for another year or two. Depending on the election coming up, housing market could get shaky. So I don't want to lose a lot of the value that's in this house because right now it's worth significantly over market value. But thank you for the offer there, Mr. Beginners. Dubstep King here in the UK. Amazing internet, crap electricity costs. Z Computers, more money equals more GPUs. Z Computers is catching on. See, if I sell everything, I sell the house, sell all my GPUs, I'm going to keep probably one rig of like one of each card. So if I keep, 1050, 1060, 1070, 1080, 1080 Ti, 1660, 1650, 1660 Ti, 2060, 2070, 2080. Okay, that's probably more than one rig. Okay, it's like two rigs. So I keep two rigs, sell everything else, sell this house, try to mine on DSL because some people think it'll work. If I can't, try to co-locate those somewhere else so at least I have the data and also the mining coming in, because I want to provide you guys with that data too, because that's kind of been really fun for me to keep up with it as time goes on. Dubstep King says, even sell the Christmas tree, sell everything. It's a fire sale. Y'all come over and it's a yard sale. And then I'll be able to buy back in once I get fiber connection. I think that's it. I need to quit rambling. I've already took 30 minutes of your guys' time. I want to thank you all for coming out. These live streams, I'm probably going to do a couple more of them while I have my old house and the internet connection still on here. But yeah, I don't know when they're going to be, and I don't know how long they're going to be. But thank you guys. Y'all have been a great community, and the Discord is going strong. So if you need anything and you can't get in touch with me, jump over to on the Discord. Terry B, why do you have a Christmas tree in June? This is everything behind me. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Look, there's a teddy bear. We got some stuff. Everything behind me is what's getting taken out of my old house right now. We got some old mining rigs. Oh, there's me in the mirror. So, yeah. And if we look in here, hold on. Those are the old rooms. Oh, there's a book bag on the wall. I need to go get that book bag. But yeah, I pulled everything out of those rooms, got it up front, so that way I can kind of move it out and get it out of the house. House tour. We probably could do a little house tour. Hold on. Let's see. I'm unplugging the power. I don't know if this battery is that good or not. Okay. It didn't die. Yeah, I'll take y'all around the house before we cut off. So we'll start in the kitchen. Carrying my laptop around. Okay, so this is the kitchen. Bam, not so bad. Got some Monopoly. Got a plant. Boom. All this needs to be cleaned up. Laundry room. Got your overpriced front load Samsung washers and dryers. Never gonna buy one of those again. So sorry, Samsung, if you're watching this. They probably don't care. Boom. The backyard. Pretty big backyard. Nothing too crazy there. In the kitchen where you cook, not so much. Not so much there, Charlie. This is the front door, obviously, and this is the living room with all my junk in it. It's getting on out of here. That's my little desk. I left that little desk there that's my workstation for the time being. Yeah. So, bam. Let me take y'all. There's like a little closet right there. I used to see the little door down there. Right there. Hold on. That's where I used to keep the cat litter box for my cats. Y'all know where my cats are. They're at the new house now, but I would keep it in there so it didn't like stink up the place or whatever. Because they gotta go poop in the box, Well, this is the master bedroom. Obviously, it's got to be cleaned out, but it's got the old wood paneling. It's an old house. Wow, the video quality on here looks really good. It looks like it's so bright outside. It's not really that bright. Boom. So yeah, got a little closet. Nothing too crazy. Let's go into this is my old office right here. So this is the old office. Remember the mirrors? Y'all remember the mirrors? Everybody knows about the mirrors. The window unit. Boom. Not really anything going on anymore. Right here is where the desk was, like all right here. It's pretty dirty in here, but yeah, it's empty. Look at that. Not a big room. Oh, I need to get that TV off the wall. That was my old little TV. You have a customer that does RF internet. I'll ask him for you. Latency is probably an issue with it. Terry B. I swear Brandon's videos always have some sort of hidden Easter egg. Monopoly set in the kitchen. Christmas tree in June. Absolutely. There's the little bathroom. Boom. So if you're trying to get a house, hit me up. I can hook you up. I'll sell it to you. I'll even, if you want, I'll include the mining rigs. I'll leave them over here. So, and then upstairs, y'all have seen upstairs way too many times. I don't have the window unit up there, and it's not heated or cooled up there, so it's gonna be hot. I don't want to walk up there. But yeah, that's the house. That's the tour right there. Boom, boom, magic tour. Terry B. Room doesn't look right without a Mountain Dew can. I'm actually drinking. Right, hold on. Let me show you drink of choice for today. Boom. We're rocking some Coca-Cola Classic. And it's actually a 1 liter. I don't know why I bought a 1 liter because I need that Coke. But yeah, I've cut down my Mountain Dew. I feel like they changed the formula of Mountain Dew a little bit. It tastes sweeter now, maybe. I don't know. So I don't buy Mountain Dew out of the bottles anymore. Mountain Dew out of the bottles, I don't even really like it. So I got to buy Mountain Dew out of a can. Need that caffeine to reduce the ping. Yeah. Is this about mining? Then I approve this message. Oh, absolutely. TV that blows the breaker. Colin, that TV actually burns a lot of power. Get you some Pepsi. Charlie Quiz. Ooh, man, I can't drink Pepsi. I'm Coke, Mountain Dew, water. Every now and then I can drink like some 7-Up or something, but I'm not like soda. I like my soda, but I don't drink a lot of sodas. I drink a lot of sodas, don't get me wrong, but I don't drink a wide variety of sodas. More nonsense, fewer shares. I think Mountain Dew is reducing its value to the network. Oh, goodness. Pepsi is the shiz. Well, I'm getting a phone call, guys. I got to go. I got to get back to work. Y'all have a good one. Peace. Later.